Hi everybody, welcome back. It is Domestic Violence Awareness Month and I'm sharing a little bit about my story. This is our fifth video, an episode to talk about how I overcame my own first marriage of domestic violence and how I am now moving forward and building a company to give back to women, to let them know that they too can overcome and thrive in hard situations. So I wanted to share with you another person that came into my life, or people, I should say. It was on a trip. I was in New York City with my ex-husband, and he had been drinking all day, and we were supposed to be flying back to Tennessee out of JFK Airport. And so we were at the airport. He decided to go back to the bar and keep drinking. I had asked him to refrain from drinking so that we could actually board the flight and not get rejected. And so I ended up going to the gate, and he ended up following me about 10-15 minutes later, yelling at me, telling me that, I was fortunate to be with him, that, that everything about my life is supposed to be for him, and not to walk away from him. So, how dare I leave him from the bar and walk away? So I believe several passengers that were supposed to be boarding with us saw what was going on. He was getting worse, obviously drunk, and kept making attacks, personal attacks on me as a person. And I just sat there quietly, and all of a sudden the captain of the flight came out of the cockpit into the passenger waiting area, and he asked me if I would board the flight without my husband, that he would not be able to join us on the flight back to Tennessee. And of course that, in that moment, while there was relief, there was also fear, because I knew that going back home and engaging him later that night or the next day would have consequences. So if I left, but I ended up listening to that inner voice and making a decision to get on the plane and to fly back to Tennessee from JFK Airport. And in doing so, when I got on the flight, there was probably 100 people giving me a standing ovation. And while it was humiliating, because I was there on a business trip, I was there on a trip that I had won through the bank, it was humiliating, but it was also validation that I had made the right decision, that I had walked away from a very toxic situation in the moment. And the years of the mental, verbal, and emotional abuse that I endured, because of the people around me, because of the witnesses, I was able to make the right decision. I was encouraged by the flight staff to get on the flight and to go home. And I'll share more on that story later. But again, people around you that want to see you overcome and to be free and to live in healthy relationships. It's for you. It's out there, and there are people that are willing to help you. So I hope that you'll get the help that you need if you're in a situation. Reach for the people that have witnessed or have seen some of the behavior, and get the help that you need today. All right, well, that's my story, part of the story, and we'll keep talking about it through Domestic Violence Awareness Month. Thanks for joining. Have a great day.